And we want to welcome everybody back for week 7 of the high school football prep picks that Tom and I do. Hello. Starting to get a little bit colder outside now, but mosquitoes still seem to be an issue, so most of the games are being moved up to 5 o'clock again. It sounds like they're going to continue to do that for at least into next week as well, and there may be some schools that are going to want to do that for the remainder of the regular season. We haven't been told that one way or another, but you start connecting the dots and it kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Since we're not going to get that snowstorm that's going to hit the Dakotas and
That's
Minnesota.
true. What is that, Aubrey?
Oh, yeah, I
Like
forgot.
a foot of snow?
Yeah, I forgot winter storms have names now too.
Yes, that's right. Hey, we got to name everything. With that being said, Tom, how did we do last week?
Last week, the Twitter folk, they won the week. They were undefeated 10-0. I went 9-1, you went 8-2. So overall, I'm at 48-11, you are at 46-13,
Mm-hmm.
and Twitter is 44-15.
Okay,
Want to start out with the Wolverine?
sure. Let's do that.
All right, we have Sturgis traveling over to Dogtown,
Mm-hmm.
Dowagiac. Sturgis 1-5, the Chieftains 3-3. Last year, Dowagiac got a 48-0 win.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts?
Dowagiac's still fighting for a playoff spot. That's obviously important late in the season here. Plus, they're playing at home. I have no idea whether it's their homecoming or not, but got to think playing at home helps them. I'm going to take Dowagiac 27-10. I think Sturgis kicks field goal this week.
I got Dowagiac also getting the win. I'm going 28-14.
Okay.
Next, we have undefeated Edwardsburg 6-0, traveling to Three Rivers 2-4.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, the Eddies got a 38-15 victory.
Mm-hmm.
This year, I think Edwardsburg's just going to be too strong for Three Rivers. I'm thinking 35-7.
Yeah. Edwardsburg is just every year keep turning guys out. I think maybe a little bit closer than the experts thing. I think Three Rivers is going to play them tough. I'm going to go 34-20. I think Three Rivers through the air. Going to keep her hang around here.
Mm-hmm. Next, we move into the Southwest 10, and we have Decatur heading over to Centerville. Decatur 2-3 in the league,
Yep.
3-3 overall.
Yep.
The Dogs are 4-2, 4-2.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, the Bulldogs got a 35-14 win. I'm thinking it might be a little bit closer this year. I still think Centerville gets the win, 22-14.
Yeah, big game for Centerville being at home. You got to get to 5. Tougher schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take Centerville 32-13.
Next up, we have Marcellus traveling to Hartford.
Mm-hmm.
The Wildcats are 1-4 in the Southwest 10, 2-4 overall. Hartford is 2-3,
Mm-hmm.
3-3. Last year, the Indians got a 23-7 win. I'm thinking the Indians get another win this year. I'm going 21-14.
If this game was being played in Marcellus, I think I would take them.
I agree
But
with
that
you there.
Sinclair kid can make some plays with his feet for Hartford. I'm going to take them 28-21 over Marcellus.
We have White Pigeon on the road to Eau Claire.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs are 4-1 in the league, 5-1, so they'll be playing for a potential playoff spot.
That's right.
Eau Claire 0-6 both ways. Last year, White Pigeon won 55-6. I see White Pigeon checking off probably one of their first goals, which is making the playoffs, 46-0.
Yeah, I think that is one of those things that you can't overlook. They get a chance to, hey, if we win this game, we know we're going to the playoffs. Doesn't matter what the rest of the season happens. So I'm going to take White Pigeon as well. I'm going to go 51-0.
Mendon's in the same spot. They come in 5-1,
Mm-hmm.
and they're hosting Bangor.
Yes.
Last year, the Hornets got a 62-0 win over the Vikings. Bangor is 0-3 when playing 11-man football. They're 0-5 overall because they've played 2 games in 8-man football, including last week against Lake Michigan Catholic.
That's got to be impossible to coach.
Uh-huh.
I don't even. I mean, you
Mm-hmm.
because you can't run the same plays
Mm-hmm.
in theory.
I mean, technically, Colin could have went over and scouted that game because they play LMC in week 9.
That's true.
Anyhow, Mendon will punch their ticket 62-0. Or I
Oh,
mean,
last year.
53. Yeah,
Well, it may
53-0 this year.
I'll go 49-0, and then
In the SAC, we have a division game between Constantine. They travel over to Waterville.
Mhm.
Last year, the Falcons got a 69-32 win. I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit closer this year, even though the Falcons are 4-2, 1-1 in the league. And Waterville's 2-4, 0-2. I'm going Falcons 26-21.
I'm going to take Constantine as well. I'm going to go 22-15 Falcons
Mhm.
on the road. Tough.
In the Big 8, we have Homer coming over to Bronson. The Trojans come in 3-2 in the league, 4-2 overall. Bronson's 0-5, 0-6. Last year, it was Homer 68-32 in Homer. I'm going with the Trojans this year, 35-14.
100 points exactly scored last year. Huh?
Yep.
I will considerably less, fewer points scored in this one here. I'm going to go ahead and take Homer 42-6.
In 8-man football, we have Camden Frontier
Mhm.
comes over this way. They will play at Colon. Frontier comes in 4-2 overall, but 1-2 in SCAA Division A.
Mhm.
Colon, of course, undefeated, 6-0, 3-0 in league play.
Yep.
Last year they played twice during the regular season. Colon got a 51-0 win, and in the playoffs they won 58-14. I see the Magi continuing to roll, 48-7.
It's a good pick.
Good pick.
Goal here, don't get anybody hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It's homecoming. It's supposed to rain. I mean, Colin's got an excellent football field and an excellent football team to play on the said football field. I will go 55-7, Colin. State win.
And in the small division of the SCAA, battle for the division title as undefeated Teconcha in league play, 3-0, 3-3 overall, will be at Burr Oak, also 3-0 in league play, 4-2 overall. Last year, Teconcha got a 42-6 win. It's actually been quite a while since Burr Oak has gotten a win against Teconcha, 2014. But
Many moons.
Many moons, yeah.
Many moons.
But I'm going with Burr Oak raising a trophy,
Yep.
33-29.
Yeah, and you know, we've talked with Coach Stevens throughout the year, and even at the beginning of the year, he said that's the game. Teconcha's the game that's going to define our season. You know, maybe not to put too much emphasis on it, but you know, you go through the schedule and you say, okay, we know we're better than this team. We know we're better than that team. We know we have a chance to win a division title, but it's going to come down to this. I think Burr Oak's been preparing for that for a while. And what's that the number that we came up with earlier? They haven't given up a single point to anybody in the division yet?
In their division, yeah, they've had 3 shutouts in their division.
That changes this week. But I like Burr Oak to win 35-28.
And down in Indiana, Fairfield, 1-2 in the NECC Big Division, 4-3 overall, is at Lakeland, 0-3, 1-6. Last year, the Lakers got a big 62-6 win.
Yep.
However, this year, I see Fairfield returning the favor, 28-16.
I'm going to take Lakeland home, 28-27.
So that's the one game we disagree on.
Yep.
So
Anything else?
I'm good with that for
Wonderful
right
day.
now.
The leaves are falling. Got a chance to do some raking and some leaf blowing earlier today, and then the wind came
Did you
through.
get my house?
Did not. We're neighbors, by the way. The wind came through, threw everything back in the yard. So what's the point?
Yeah. Probably threw them up against my garage.
What's the point? So, football, that's the point. We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.